Morning folks, this is the 6th of May. Just catching up with some recordings and some growth spurts in my allotment. Last time I showed you a video was some while back, so just catching up. Anyway, as you can see, the blossoms have happened on some of the trees, on my pears especially, which are this pear over here and the pear on the far side. I still have got nothing happening with my pomegranate. This is now 4 years old, but this year it seemed to be a very cold year for it, or the winter was, so I haven't got any buds yet appearing on my pomegranate. As you can see, I've also left red dead nettles. I left them growing. I've left dandelions growing. I've left normal stinging nettles growing too. The reason being is to try and encourage the bees, the pollinators, get them. And I've also planted a few other flowers too. My sage has not flowered yet, but that's a beautiful sage, beautiful flowers, as with my rosemary on the side here. So yeah, there's my blossoms. This is an early apple, so these will start developing very soon in this year. And rhubarb, already I've had three meals from this rhubarb, and I've got a whole row of them down there. But anyway, guys, as you probably know, a lot of you will probably be watching somebody get coronated today. Just remember, folks, we have all got crowns on our heads, all of us. Please remember that. We are very powerful people. Anyway, this is my bed here, and this has got Brussels sprouts in it. Behind that is Cape gooseberries, which I protected, just some cuttings, but I don't think they've survived. Not sure yet, but we'll see. So these are my Brussels sprouts, and next to them I've got Japanese onions. All happening today. Beds of Japanese onions. And here I've got still my Cape gooseberry bed, but nothing is happening on this one. Some chives. The chives are doing well on both sides. This bed here is my asparagus bed, and I've got a few asparagus stalks that have come up once more. These are babies, so I can't pick any of them this year. And there's another small one there coming up there. That's just a fern, yeah. So got to be careful with these guys. They've got to at least grow for 3 years untouched, get themselves established, and they'll turn out to be a good crop in the end. Here I've got purple sprouting broccoli and a straight potato, and then on the top there I have got a bed of carrots in this bed. Yeah, nothing's come up yet. This is my strawberry and fig bed. This is my fig tree, which I'm going to try and grow laterally, well, horizontally I should say, and I have got first buds there. Okay, so that will be growing along these poles here, which will go the entire length of this bed. Some more Japanese onions, and I've got lettuce under cover there, which next week I'll take that cover off, as I think it'll be warm enough. Guys, the reason why I'm here today, besides building a new door, a greenhouse door, is to show you something. I've been looking at electroculture. I'll get my multimeter here. So this is what I've done here. This is a pole about 2.5 meters tall with the Arial on top. This has got the loop on top, and then 2 fair-sized strands going into the ground system here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a multimeter, and we're going to measure the voltage on this, just to see if it's working. I never tested it when I put it first into the ground, so today we're going to have a look and see exactly what voltage we're getting, and seeing if this actually is paying off. So the earth I'll just stump into the ground, and the live, if we have a look at the readings while we're doing this, hang on, I've got a red dead nettle that's catching my right. If we have a look at the readings as I put onto the one copper cable, and I've got 0.182 voltage, right, on one, and should have about the same 179 on the other, 178. Okay, just to see how much voltage we got in the ground further away. Absolutely nothing, yeah. It's grounding straight off. Right. Let's see how far this goes. So I'm going to put, that's almost about half a meter away from the strand, and see if we're still picking up voltage here. Yes, we are. So this in effect should be giving me a radius of probably 1 meter. 1 meter of coverage. I've got it even further away now. Let's just see how it's starting to drop a wee bit, but still very good coverage. So that is with a coat hanger type Arial. It's 10mm squared cable, by the way, and it's just coat hanger, right? And 2 bare cables going into the ground to earth it. Right, on the other one, which I've got in my Japanese onions, I've got what looks like a frizzy type Arial, as you can see. So it's not a coat hanger shape, it's just out and open like that. And again, the bottom, I've done the same thing. So if you notice, the individual strands I've actually taken separately and plonked them into different parts of the garden, again in my Japanese onion bed. Right, let's ground one side. So we'll ground pretty close to the Arial, and we'll check. Not as good as the other. We were getting 200.2 of a volt in the other place, on the other Arial, right, with the coat hanger and 2 strands at the bottom. I'll come out a bit more and see if we get the same voltage further out. Alright, let's just get this right. These are Japanese onions, by the way, guys, and they're pretty hardy. Right, that's about 75 centimeters away from our Arial top, and we're still getting 152. Okay, even further away, right, 152 roughly again. So I think it is working, although I wouldn't say I've seen any increase in sizes between these onions and the onions over there I've got. They're planted exactly the same time, almost the same soil, but these Arials have only been in the ground 1 week, so we aren't going to see any miracles just yet, I'm sure. But hopefully this makes them more disease resistant, frost resistant, and energizes the root systems as well as the bacteria. Underneath over there I've got lettuce, which I will take off that cloth, because now I'm sure that most of our frosts have disappeared now as this year progresses. Here I've got perpetual spinach in again, well, from last year actually, so that will be picking radishes. And I've got carrots here again, more Japanese onions, and I've got 3 different types of beans. Yeah, I've got a runner bean. This is a French dwarf bean, yeah. So I grew the seeds over the winter periods. I've got broad beans over here, again from seed, and over here runner beans from seed. So all looking good so far. And to the side of it, so I've got my radishes, a different type of radish. Here I've also got onions, guys, just normal red onions in between the broad beans. I'm going to plant a lot more because, as last year, as I showed last year's video, the broad beans are protected by the onions. So hopefully a better crop will be established this year. Again, the grapes are coming into bud. I've got potatoes underneath this, and you know what, the beetroot underneath this, which I'm going to be taking the netting off. Potatoes in the end bed there again, which haven't come up yet, and this will be my tomato bed. Maize will follow, as will other crops, gem squash and all the rest of it. Here again I've left a lot of the ground foliage to grow, flower, that sort of stuff to encourage bees. I've got black currants right in the foreground over here. Not Cape gooseberry, English gooseberry along the last 3 bushes over here. That's all Cape gooseberry. Red currant, And again, here's my rhubarb row. My loquat is not doing well this year. This is 3 years old now too. Raspberries over here, that's my raspberry bed, and I've got again another pear and plum tree over here. Blueberries at the end there. So yeah, my loquat tree is still not happy with the weather at the moment, so I might actually just wrap a bit of copper wire around this fella and see how he does. Hopefully he can spurt some growth out of him. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy your Saturday, as I will surely do. Don't get carried away by the rubbish on TV, and good luck in looking after yourself. Know who you are. If you don't know who you are, get to know who you are and become that person. Become that living man or woman. Ta-da, guys. All the best. Bye-bye.